Every few months, someone publishes a new side hustle list. Usually it's the same 15 things. Dropshipping, print on demand, Etsy, freelance writing, driving for DoorDash, ranked by how much the author personally likes them, with no real data behind it. Today, I'm doing something different. I've spent 3 weeks pulling income data, failure rates, time to first dollar, and scalability ceilings for 12 of the most common side hustles, and I'm ranking them honestly. Some of these are going to surprise you. A few things you think are good are actually terrible, and at least one thing nobody talks about is near the top. Let's start at the bottom of the tier list and work our way up. D tier. High effort, low ceiling, hard to escape. Gig delivery, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart. This is the most popular side hustle in America and also one of the worst investments of your time. The median hourly earnings after expenses, gas, wear on your vehicle, self-employment tax, is between $8 and $11 an hour in most markets, according to a 2024 analysis by Gridwise. You cannot raise your rates. You cannot build an asset. The moment you stop driving, the income stops. Pure time for money with no upside. D tier. Print on demand. Sounds passive. It's not. Margins are typically 10 to 20% per sale after the platform takes its cut and production costs are subtracted. At $20 retail, you might make $3. You need volume that almost no new seller achieves. Etsy search is increasingly pay-to-play. Most print-on-demand sellers make under $100 a month. D tier. C tier. Works, but grinds you down. Freelance writing at commodity rates. The market for generic blog content has been decimated by AI. Rates on platforms like Fiverr and Upwork for general writing have dropped 40 to 60% since 2022. If you're writing for $0.03 to $0.05 balance per word, you need to produce 20,000 words a month to make $600. That's a full-time job at minimum wage. C tier unless you specialize hard, in which case you move up. Dropshipping. The business model is sound. The execution is brutal for beginners. Thin margins, high ad costs, no product control, constant supplier issues, and a near-zero barrier to competition mean most dropshippers spend more on ads than they make in their first 6 months. Average success rate for new dropshipping stores under 10% by year 1. C tier. Selling on Amazon FBA. The model works at scale. Getting to scale requires $5,000 to $10,000 in inventory and testing capital that most people don't have. And Amazon can suppress your listing, clone your product with their own brand, or change their fee structure at any time. C tier for most beginners, B tier for people with capital. B tier. Real income, manageable effort, clear path to scale. Freelance services, but specialized. Not general writing or general design. Specialized. LinkedIn ghostwriting for executives. Email sequences for SaaS companies. UX audits for e-commerce brands. The moment you niche down to a specific deliverable for a specific client type, you exit the commodity market. Specialized freelancers routinely charge $75 to $200 per hour. B tier trending toward A tier if you productize. YouTube content creation takes 6 to 18 months to reach meaningful income. But once monetized, the income compounds. Old videos keep earning. AdSense plus affiliates plus a digital product creates a genuine income stack. The barrier is patience. B tier in the short term, A tier in the medium term. Virtual assistants for high-value clients. Not general VA work at $10 an hour. Specialized VA work. Executive assistant to a founder, operations support for an agency, launch manager for a course creator, rates of $30 to $75 per hour, remote, flexible, scalable to a small team. B tier. A tier. High income, real leverage, actually scales. Niche newsletter with B2B audience. As I've broken down in previous videos, A focused newsletter with 3,000 to 5,000 subscribers in a B2B niche can generate $2,000 to $5,000 a month from sponsorships alone. Add a digital product and affiliate links, and you're at $4,000 to $8,000 a month from a list that most people would call small. Owned asset, recurring revenue, no inventory, a tier, digital products, templates, calculators, swipe files. Solve one specific problem. Sell it forever. At 200 sales a month at $37, you're making $7,400 with near zero overhead. The key is specificity and distribution. A tier. Productized B2B consulting. You define a specific outcome, a fixed deliverable, and a fixed price. 2 or 3 clients at $1,500 to $3,000 a month puts you at $3,000 to $9,000 from a minimal client roster. Upsells to retainers. Referrals compound. A tier. S tier. The ones that actually create wealth. Building a micro-SaaS or software tool. This is the highest ceiling on the list and the highest barrier. If you can identify a narrow, painful workflow problem that businesses pay to solve, and you can build or hire someone to build a lightweight software solution, you have a recurring revenue business that can scale without adding proportional labor. A $49 per month tool with 500 paying customers is $24,500 per month. S tier, but requires technical skills or capital. Acquiring an existing small online business. This one almost nobody talks about as a side hustle. Platforms like Acquire.com and Flippa list small profitable businesses, newsletters, SaaS tools, content sites, for 2 to 4 times annual revenue. Buy a business generating $2,000 a month for $50,000 to $80,000. You now have cash flow without building from scratch. S tier for people with capital. The most underrated path on this entire list. So here's the framework. When you're evaluating any side hustle, ask 4 questions. Does it have a pricing ceiling? Can you ever charge more? Does it build an asset? Something worth money even if you stop working? Can it run without your hourly input eventually? And is there a clear path to $5,000 a month without burning yourself out? Gig work fails all 4. Digital products and newsletters pass all 4. I've built a 1-page side hustle tier list cheat sheet that maps all 12 models we covered today against those 4 criteria. It's free. Link is in the description. Subscribe for 2 new videos every week. See you in the next one.